So, hello guys to my review of it's the modified edition of the XFX HD5450 1GB DDR3 graphics card, and you can see nothing big but just two fans I have set it up on the graphics card, and it gives it the cooling. And just drew some stickers, you can print them up, and yeah, OC and AMD. Here I set up a screw. The screw can be used from here, the fan, and if the screw doesn't fit so well, you can always use some super glue. And so this area I have also used some super glue to set up the fan on this card. Super glue to connect these fans together, and all pretty much use of super glue like Fevikwik or Dendrite Fatak. You can use both of the fans. This one gives cooling to the heatsink that cools up the CPU, the GPU actually, and the video RAMs on the graphics card are also being cooled because the heatsink is connected to the RAMs as well, and there's some thermal paste inside the heatsink and the video RAMs. The XFX edition of the card doesn't actually comes with the thermal paste installed, so you need to apply thermal paste on the video RAMs to get them cooled. The fans get powers from the 4-pin connector, and I have been using a splitter to connect both fans just to one connector. So you just set up the graphics card on your PCIe 16 slot, and then use this connector to connect and power out the fans. This cools down your GPU, the capacitors, and your whole graphics card stay pretty much cool. Before, this card used to be in the temperature of 60 degrees and higher than that, but now it's 48 to 52 degrees Celsius, and that's a great improvement, I guess. There are 7 fans, 7 blades actually, on a single fan that gives cooling to the card. So I can overclock the GPU clock to 700 and the memory clock to 600, and I will just review some games on it. But remember always, I have actually overclocked this card too much of the times, and I have burned this card a little bit. So this time I will be using an old driver because this card isn't getting the support of the new drivers. So you will be seeing the game benchmark on old drivers that will give some FPS drops like 4 or 6 FPS. Actually, that's a pretty much high amount of frame drops, but still, if you just have your XFX Radeon card, this HD5450, in a good condition, you can use the latest driver on this card, and you will get way better performance than I am going to get with this modification. So you can try it out by yourself. These fans cost really low, or you can actually buy some stock AMD heatsinks, the CPU heatsink fans. You can just detach them and you can connect them here way easily, and they are also high in the RPMs. But each of these fans cost 50 rupees. That is actually less than $1. That's really low. So it's time to get the benchmarks done, I guess.
Listen up. Fuck that. You know the demo. The dam will be his primary target. We'll keep him tied to Hades' radar shadow. That means no guns on this one. Down to you, asshole. Just stick to the ground. Can't fuck around. Cover each other. Any questions?
What's the meaning of life, Sergeant?
Fuck you, Gomez. All right, let's get out there.
Where's it coming from?
Now take some time to think about what you did wrong. They're so cute when they're asleep.
It is different fighting man to man, huh?
You know, I hear jail's a lot nicer now. The toilets have seats.
This is the greatest fight of my life! Ugh.